Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Soviet Tier 10 Premium Heavy Tank, the Object 780. Now if you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the 780, it is a pretty damn solid heavy tank, and especially since they buffed it. Because yes, they did buff it. Now this first replay, by the way, was from the first day that they buffed it, and as you can tell, it was when that silly fire bug was in. So pay no heed to that, and especially when we've got no sound on our gun sounds. But yeah, the 780, it was buffed in that last, well, in that other patch, in the last patch it was in the last patch. And what did they buff on it? Well, they buffed the shot dispersion penalty during movement and rotation, so they buffed the accuracy during movement and rotation. They buffed the reload from 14 seconds to 13 seconds, and the HP went from 2,200 to 2,300. So a fairly significant buff for the Object 780. I mean, a whole second off its reload is very, very nice. The accuracy during rotation and movement buff is actually really nice as well, because that makes the gun handling on this vehicle even better. And then obviously having a little bit more HP to play with is always nice for a vehicle. So that means that the vehicle now has a 9.48 second reload with the build that I run, which is 3.3, nearly 3.4 kDPM, which is very, very nice for the alpha that we have. The accuracy during rotation is 0.56, which is very, very good. The accuracy during movement is now 1.44, which is, again, combined with the 0.56, very, very good for the gun handling on this vehicle. That's with running the gun stabilizers, which means that the aim circle doesn't bloom out that much at all. And because you've got nice DPM, it means you're always ready to snap a shot and just unleash hell on your enemies with the fantastic gun handling, good DPM, all that good stuff. And add to that as well, you've got a 1.75 second aim time with the build that I run. Yeah, your gun aims in super quick as well, which means that this is actually fairly delightful. This is one vehicle that I do need to test out running without the gun stabilizer now, because the accuracy during rotation and movement is very good. I mean, that is with the gun stabilizer naturally, so, you know. But I need to see what it feels like without the gun stabilizer, see if I can make something else about the vehicle better. Because we could quite happily run the traction system on this tank and make it more of a medium-esque vehicle. Because we do have a 45 km/h top speed with a 15 km/h reverse speed and a 17.47 horsepower per ton ratio. Which means that we do hit the 45 kilometers an hour top speed fairly easily. So if we ran the traction system, we would run at 49 kph, which is basically average medium tank mobility at that point. And we'd be able to shift at that. Because we've got good ground resistances as well, which don't hold us back. We've got 525 meters of view range with the build that I run, which means we spot for ourselves exceptionally well. The view range on this tank is probably way too good for a heavy tank, because it's better than some of the light tanks, especially base. We've got a 36.46 degree a second turret rotation speed, which is slower than the hull rotation speed, so that's something to bear in mind, that your turret does turn slower than your tracks, so you might want to help that as much as possible, but that is with rapid aim as well, so we are helping it as much as we possibly can, which is why I run rapid aim, because it is a slow turret traverse. We've got 7 degrees of gun depression on the Object 780, which means you are fairly flexible on ridgeline. You're not incredibly flexible, but you're not like some of the other Soviet heavies where you're going, oh, this is exceptionally awkward. 7 degrees of gun depression is alright. It's not good, it's not bad. You know, it's one of those. You've got 267 penetration on the standard AP, with 311 penetration on the premium APCR, which is 1,130 meters a second on the standard AP, with 1,480 meters a second on the premium APCR. That is absolutely fantastic shell velocity on that premium APCR round, meaning that you don't really have to give that much lead on targets, and it makes the gun handling feel absolutely incredible. I think the last time I did a video on the 780, I did talk about the difference between the standard and the premium, and I think actually I did a replay where I've basically fired mostly standard and one where I fired full premium. And yeah, if you fire premium on this vehicle, it's not about the penetration, it's all about the shell velocity. It makes the gun handling on this thing feel absolutely phenomenal, because you can snap the shots travel fast, and they just don't, they feel like they hit the targets more often than the standard rounds do. And that premium round is fantastic, which is why when you see 780s, a lot of the time they are just firing full prem, because the general feel of the tank feels a lot nicer when you are firing that premium round as opposed to the standard round. It's one of those things that it's always kind of like, I kind of wish that, you know, the standard round was better in terms of velocity, so that it had something, as opposed to, well, there's no real punishment except for losing silver for firing the full prem and, you know, making the tank feel a bit crazier. But hey-ho. So what do I run in terms of accrue and equipment on the old 780? Well, on the 780, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, Trap Mechanic, and Rapid Aim. With the Advanced Loader, the Gun Stabilizer, and Optics. Optics to be able to get that 525 meters of view range. The Gun Stabilizer to get that fantastic accuracy during movement and rotation so that this gun is always ready to go. And the Advanced Loader to get that nearly 3.4k DPM. All three gun perks, again, to make this gun as good as possible because it's always nice to have. And the Rapid Aim to make the turret traverse better because, like I said, the turret traverse is a little bit slow. So it's nice to make that better and get that up towards the track traverse, which is still way slower than the track traverse, which is why we wanted to run the Rapid Aim. Now, like I say, I do need to test this thing without the gun stabilizer because the aim time at 1.75 is absolutely fantastic. And with the accuracy during rotation and movement being pretty low, it's kind of one of those things of that could still be pretty good even without the gun stabilizer, and I could make the tank go faster by running the traction system. It's something that's got to be tested out. It's something that you could do as well quite happily. But yeah, we finished that first game with 5 kills, 7.5k damage, 2.3k assistance, the ace tank of the high caliber, the sniper medal, with the 1893 base XP. A fantastic game there for the 780, especially with that bug where we couldn't... that bug was really off-putting because we couldn't tell how much HP we had. It doesn't feel right when you're playing the tank without any gun sounds. Yeah, it's weird, but we still made the most of it. It didn't mean that you couldn't play the game. It just meant that it was awkward. And yeah, we showed that. We had a pretty damn nice game. And now we're on to the second replay, and we are on Azure Coast. And on Azure Coast, what I want to do is go down the beach towards the steps that will be on my left-hand side in a minute. And from there, I can go hull down, I can poke across, and with the fact that I've got fantastic view range at 525 meters and 7 degrees of gun depression, I can poke over where these little ridges where the steps are, spot the people that are going towards the beach from their side, and get some early shots into their team as they cross into the beach. It's a very nice position to take for a tank, any tank really, that's got good view range and a nice gun. And you can get yourself some early damage. As you've just seen there with a shot into the 4202. Now we rolled for 584 to start this game off. We got 530 average damage with this gun, which is why the 3.4 nearly k DPM is very, very nice on this vehicle, because you've got such high DPM, but also the fact that you got 530 alpha is very, very nice for this vehicle. And it means you can just keep pushing out damage like that. 552 on the 4202. We shot him right in his turret front, because that's, if you're firing a round that's got about 260 pen, and you shoot an FV4202 and you shoot him directly below the gun, that's where the turret is flattest, and that's where you can get yourself a nice easy pen on that vehicle on flat. Now, if that guy's hull down, naturally it's going to be a pain to actually penetrate that vehicle there, but when he's flat like that, yeah, you can pen that fairly easily. So the 4202 is still trying to come out and get shots at us, and I'm seeing the heavy tanks on the corner. I'm thinking, I kind of want to go for these guys if I can, but I don't want to push up yet, because there doesn't seem to be anything else down where that Yag Tiger was, because the Yagi Yaga gets shut down. And now is the chance. The 4202 doesn't seem to be coming out anymore. So we're going to go around this corner. I was just looking to see if there's anything hiding. And we're going to go after these heavy tanks, see if we can start putting some pressure on. So as we come around the corner, we find another 780. So we put a shot through the 780. It's like, hello, my friend. And I'm thinking, maybe I should load premium, because if we shoot the lower plate of a 780... shooting the lower plate of your own tank can be a little bit awkward. We get a bit lucky there that shot, well, we take RNG, we take the RNG where we can get it sometimes, you know? Because there's times where RNG will screw you over, because that shot looked like it really shouldn't have gone in, but it did, and we take it. RNG giveth, RNG taketh. So, we've whittled that 780 down to half health. Well, we've not really taken any ourselves. We get RNG giveth and RNG taketh. We ricochets off our turret front. We put a shot straight through his lower plate, and like I say, I'm now loading that 311 pen APCR, because the 267 pen can go through the lower plate of a 780, but as you've just seen, it can also ricochet. As he bounced off our lower plate there, we've got the APCR loaded now, meaning that when he's face-hugging us, we can go straight through his upper plate, and good night, Mr. 780. It just meant that we guaranteed the fact that we could get rid of that guy, conserve some hit points, and, you know, make sure he's gone. We managed to get a cheeky shot there into the side of the FV4202, who then gets shut down by the Object 268. There's only 6 tanks left on the enemy team, and we've got 12, so we've got double the numbers that they have. The heavy tank's gone down the alleyway here, charging away from us into basically the rest of our team. It is an E100, so we get a shot into the E100's back. There we go, for 478. He's now a one-shot, and I figure, you know what, that guy's going to die before we get a chance to get any more shots in. We take a hit from the right-hand side, and it's like, I think that... No, it's a Waffle Panzer IV. At first, I was thinking that was possibly the TL7 Black or something like that. But no, it was a Waffle Panzer IV, and it couldn't have been a TL7 Black, 'cause look how hard it hit us. It was that Waffle Panzer IV that's been camping at the back of the map at F1 for most of the game. They've only got 4 tanks left, and we know where one of them is because it's currently spotted at K9, and we know where the other one is because it's the Waffle Panzer IV. So we're going to go put some pressure on and see if we can farm this Waffle Panzer IV up and get us some more damage. So as we come over the ridge, we find the Waffle Panzer IV, we find the other TD as well, which is the TL7 Black, and we get shot by the Waffle Panzer IV, and I go, oh no! Whoa! You know that moment? That moment when a Death Star starts staring at you, got a 183mm barrel of pain staring at you, and you're like, no, don't give me 183mm of pain, I don't want it. There's a whole butt-clenching moment, and yeah, that happened right there. Oh, we get a nice little high roll there into the Waffle Panzer IV to shut him down. The TL7 Black gets shut down, meaning there's only one tank left. It is the Death Star. And I'm thinking, do I pull forward enough to go after him? You know what? We'll just stay hull down here, wait for him to pull out. Shot straight through the side of the Death Star, sorry, sets him on fire, and we're just going to stay safe behind this rock. And I'm thinking, you know what, at this point, we're having a very good game. I'm going to chance it, risk it for a biscuit, and we get the 3rd kill of the game. It was at that point where it was like, you know what, if he kills me, he kills me. We've still had a great game. We finished with the victory, 3 kills, 8,100 damage, 648 assistance, ace tanker, the high caliber, the sniper, the 1642 base XP, a really fantastic game there for the Object 780, which is a very, very nice tank to play, and especially with the buffs, it is a really nice tier 10 heavy tank. The gun handling on it is phenomenal, the mobility on it's good, the armor on it is troll. It's not truly reliable, but it's troll, and you can just have a very good time with it. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
A great success.